Grand Rapids. Get your hands together. It's Ben Moffitt.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. Was that free roll? Yeah. Oh yeah. After this meeting, I'll grab my dad.
Didn't realize I had to fight 3 people to get in there, but looks like y'all are working. I didn't realize it until I was driving here, but it turns out I'm dyslexic when I'm texting and driving. Because I was also trying to read a billboard, and I read Apocalypse in Flint. If there was an apocalypse, it would start in Flint. So maybe I'm fucking onto something. Who knows? Yeah, that's the joke. I don't know what else is going on in Flint, but you know about it. The only fucking thing I've ever heard about Flint is the water. And what football player finally got out of it. That's it. That's all I got. Oh man. Let me formally introduce myself to you. I'm Ben. I'm 25. It takes 2 people to suck my dick. That's my truth. One to hold up my gut, and another one to suck it. It takes 2 people to suck my dick. If someone has to hold the flashlight while they're looking for it. Takes 2 people to suck my dick. Because comedians always adhere to the rule of threesome. Yeah. It's alright. I get it. I get that. That's a new one. Alright. Takes 2 people to suck my dick. Because if you find Bigfoot, you're gonna want to witness. Thank you. Takes 2 people to suck my dick. Because I'm fat, that's the secret. I'll let you in, you're lucky. Growing up, my mom always used to say, felt like I didn't know my own strength. But then my stepmom always used to say, harder, daddy. Had a conundrum my whole life. I was in youth group, they say Christ gives you strength. Makes my stepmom the one that wants it, huh? Hey man, it's given me an irrational fear. Like, if she's on top and I thrust too hard, is she gonna go through the ceiling? Maybe I gotta embrace it. Because, if she sticks that landing, we've got ourselves an America's Got Talent audition. Or just a great time, or a broken penis. Those are the only options. I'd say Simone Biles is the only person that can handle having sex with me, but she'd probably back out before.
Yes!
I'm kidding. I really support her, but I thought of that and I thought it was funny.
Got it?
Right there.
I'll explain later. It's actually pretty good. Windows 98. Right.
Thank you.
I can't leave this shit.
Actually, having sex with me is like being in the ocean. You're kind of floating there, just going with the flow. It's effortless. Maybe a little salty. In a good way. But if you get pulled under, you're probably going to die. Just speaking my truth. That's what I'm here to do. You ask it or tell. Oh man, today's been a good day. I actually got to have breakfast with my uncle and my grandma and my dad. I live in Grand Rapids usually, so seeing them's always a treat. Except my uncle has seen my comedy, and the rest of my family has not. Well, to be fair, my aunt showed him, which is even weirder somehow. They're both teachers. Yeah. And he's a debate coach. You can see where this is going. So, you know, like, we're having a good time. It's good to see him, all that. And then, anytime, like, it gets to a point where we're gonna give him shit, he just pulls out that one card, like, oh, you want me to tell that story? Why don't you tell him some of your jokes? Let's see how that goes. Oh, man, it's not all bad, though. Like, I got to learn a little bit about my family history. Turns out I'm 100% fat bitch. Don't know what country that is. I'm guessing America. Your guess is as good as mine. So, yeah. Or it's just, you know, how Irish fathers say I'm proud of you. Could go either way. Who knows? No, but for real, I got my 23andMe back. Turns out I'm Irish, Polish, and Swedish. It's kind of an interesting mix. It's deeply white, but an interesting mix. It's like, you know, the Jews that were tragically killed, the Vikings that did a lot of killing, and the drunk Catholics that killed themselves. It's a nice combo. We call it a melting pot, but a lot of people call it a Cracker Barrel. That's why I'll never go to a Cracker Barrel. So, even though I look like I'm going to a Cracker Barrel. I'm unemployed at the moment. You couldn't tell by my dead eyes. Which, you know, it's not all bad. I figured out a way to make some good money. Got myself a sugar daddy. Biggest one there is, Uncle Sam, baby. And he chose me. Yeah, I'm serving. I guess. I'm servable, yeah. Oh, man. See, just instead of nudes, I sent him job searches. Nudes would be a lot faster, but, you know, I'm not going to complain. It's not too bad. It's giving me, like, way too much free time, though. Like, I tried watching porn on the toilet. Wouldn't recommend it. Once I get to anal, it's just way too real. It's not for me. Anal's not for me. On me, at least. Started smoking a lot of cigars, because I think I'm hot shit. And it's always fun when I'm around my friends doing this, because they always tell me I look like a mob boss. Build my confidence a little bit. It's like I can kind of see it. It's like I don't look Italian, but I definitely look like I eat Italian. We'll give and take. I'll take it. Fuck. Tried smoking weed. I'm not a huge weed guy. More beer. Couldn't tell. Somehow I left without weed. Like, I went to a dispensary and left without weed. How many, did I say sorry, bro, in the mirror 3 times? I don't know who did this to me, man. Watching way too much TV. I was doing that already, but, you know, here we are. I've tried to make it, like, balance out my personality, so I don't go too far one way or the other. Started watching Trailer Park Boys.
Hell yeah.
You're not gonna like the next part. Made me feel like a fucking moron. So I stopped watching. Then I turned on Bill Maher to feel more pretentious. Didn't get any smarter, but I definitely felt more pretentious. It's nice. But then there's one show that has it all in one. It's called Rhythm and Flow. See, like Snoop Dogg, you know, inspires you, makes you want to run through a wall. And Chance the Rapper's there to tell you, rebuild that wall to better your community. That's okay. No, I figured you guys have been pretty good to me. When I run out of shows, I just go out and watch my neighbor. Everyone's got that neighbor. It's like a live action Making a Murderer. Except the murderer is me. I was moving out of my house, and I'm pushing my bed into my car. He's like, "Oh, you moving?" The fuck does it look like? A guy I don't know your name, but I've lived next to for a year. His favorite thing is just pacing around his yard while there's like little kids walking home from school. Creepiest thing. I don't know if he thinks he's Clint Eastwood in Gran Torino or what. Actually, they're probably the same guy. Let's be real. But you know, like the weirdest thing. Me and my buddy are grilling outside, and he just walks up to us, unprompted, and says, "I think there's a dead horse in my attic." And walks away. How the fuck does this guy live this close to the school? I have no idea. Did you give me the light? Oh, I couldn't. It was so dark, I couldn't tell. Okay, sorry. Real quick, last joke, and I'm out of here. You know, I'm into a very specific type. And that type is two people. It takes two people to set me up.
Your next comedian coming to the stage, he lives here, so it's not from very far. Give it up for Jake Ford.